Okay, everybody's counted for. Let's call the meeting to order.
All right, begin with the reading of the OPMA statement on December 30th, 2019. Notice of this meeting was emailed to the Carrier Coast and Gulf City News newspaper for publication and duly posted on the official Bellmawr Redevelopment Agency website. And, sorry, I'm trying to read the portals, two windows. All right, was it because I got people popping in and out? Which could request for posting as the official Borough of Bellmawr website and bulletin board. I'm sorry, I skipped that. The corresponding official notice the clerk was emailed on January 2nd. On July 8th, 2020, notice meetings location online, which included all remaining scheduled meetings for 2020, was posted to the agency's website as well as emailed to the Carrier Coast and Gulf City publication. Corresponding official notice clerk was emailed the same day, July 20, was prepared posting notice to the official Borough of Bellmawr website and bulletin. Requirements of the Public Meetings Act have been met in compliance with the Sunshine Law. All right, bring us to the flag salute.
To the flag.
To the flag.
The United States of America and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
Justice for all.
All right, we'll do a roll call here for the board. Chairman Frank Philippek, he is absent, not by his own accord, but he is out for medical. I think best thing we do is just wish him best of luck, and we'll see him. Vice Chair Garagoza.
Here.
Okay, Commissioner Steve Haggerty.
Here.
There we go.
All right.
Here.
Commissioner Paul DeAngelis.
You hear me, Josh?
Yeah, I got you, Steve.
Here.
Commissioner Paul DeAngelis.
Here.
Commissioner Nick Kapados.
Here.
Commissioner Tom Whitman. And Commissioner Neil Patel.
Here.
All right, management professionals. Roll call for myself, Josh Regier, Executive Director. I am here. Michael McKenna, Solicitor.
I'm here. Yes.
And Dennis McNulty, Engineer. I didn't see him on the line, but I think he just joined. All right, Dennis, you on? If you're not, I see you. I mean, I'm just going to park here. All right, that brings us to the agenda. So the reading of the minutes for July 20, 2020, followed by communications, commissioners report, executive director's report. So we'll start the show here. The regular meeting, reading of the minutes, regular meeting for 2020.
We need a motion to dispense with the reading.
I second it.
Okay.
So moved.
And just again, guys, just as a reminder, when you do vote, please, signify or state your name after your vote. Just
All right.
McKenna is sorry, Josh. I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry?
McKenna is announcing he's sorry for violating. I should know better.
No. It's fine. So I have Vice Chair Garagoza on the first, and then Commissioner Haggerty on the second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. Regular meetings for communications. I have none. That brings us to commissioner reports. Rather than run down the list, I'll just ask any of you gentlemen if you do have anything to say. Just now would be the time. All right, so we'll move on to the executive director's report. The required educational courses, I did just receive the diplomas for Chairman Philippek and Commissioner Neil Patel for completing the 2 required courses. Like I said, and Neil, I'll get it to you so you can hang it on the fridge and show everybody. And then actually, they just past week or the week before, they had just released the fall schedule. So I'm going to get that, take a look at it, and whittle it down to the stuff that we need.
The door is open.
and then send it to any of the individual commissioners that still require to take courses. Audit 2019, basically with the summer and COVID, it's really slowed down that process. Also, too, personally, I will say in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I've undergone an home office move, which everything for the agency's here. So a lot of files moved, a lot of reorganization, which kind of slowed things down for, like I said, a good week. So I am back up and running in actually a much better office. So I'm happy. And I'll get back on the stick with that, and also with Bellman, and get that moving. And just like that, it's also just about that time where we're going to start the budget process for 2021. Just a reminder, excuse me, just a reminder, municipalities, the budget is due to the state before the end of the year. So we will, work accordingly on that. But first things first, we want to get the budget or the audit for 2019 certified. And any questions for me before I turn it over to Solicitor McKenna? Hearing none, I will turn it over to you, Mike. Mike?
Okay, I muted, so I was afraid you were getting the reverb. All right, folks. What I'd like you to know is that I hope we can get as close to full attendance as possible for the next month's meeting. We hope to be able to present the 2 remaining contracts to you that will govern our existence. The RDA is done, and it's the master document, but left to go is the agreement of sale by which we will take. Problems with hearing, guys? You okay?
No,
I hear you.
Okay.
All right.
I just heard some talking. The agreements of sale, which are usually pro forma, but are going to be fairly intense here because of the nature of the properties. It's not just us getting 2 of the former landfills from the redeveloper. It's us getting the 3rd from the borough, and the additional excess open space necessary to make the bail, so to the diversion for the existing Green Acres site out of West Deptford. So it will be a fairly complex agreement of sale. The site lease, we've talked with you a bunch, but that governs how the money flows in and how it flows back out to council, not stopping to pass go at all. We have zero intent or desire truly to be a place where money stops. We just simply like it to pass through and help the borough with its, its responsibilities. That's the idea of this. So those 2 documents will be, that are more or less in final form. And we have been diverted lately with some a distractive issue, the developer in particular. The redeveloper is helping council remediate a Green Acres issue where there's been a water tower replacement that encouraged into Green Acres. And somehow we're able to squeeze some more diversion out of the redeveloper in this job, such that we can, even with 3-to-1 type of transfers or penalties, so to speak, we can clean that problem up. So I think that diverted some of the council's, or at least legal counsel's attention, as well as the redeveloper, Mr. Bach and Remington. That's more or less over now. We're going to be able to sort of focus on getting the final documents signed and start heading towards acquisition, which is the prelude to redevelopment of this property. So there'll be both I and David Weinstein, our contract counsel, would like to be on hand. Of course, if Josh is unable to muster, I know, holidays and COVID being what it is, I mean, it would certainly be virtual. And we'd like to get documents to you fairly far in advance so you can look them over, or at least have the benefit of them as we talk to you. If our numbers are low, it might be that it's better to wait for everyone, but I'll leave that to you all. Other than that, that's what's been going on, and that's what's about to happen over the next 30 days.
All right, thanks, Mike. I will just footnote that with outside of the chairman, for pretty legitimate reasons being absent, The only other one absent is Mr. Whitman, and who's a regular. So, yeah, I mean, so I'd say confidently, hedging a bit, but we'll get enough notice out. I think with with the amount of food on the table for the next meeting, we should probably can expect a full show.
Oh yeah, and it was no criticism. I simply wanted to tell them that finally we've got some
Yeah, that's the point I'm making.
we've got some meat. Yeah.
But in interest of keeping Nick on time to get to the bar.
Okay.
We can. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Does anybody?
I'm done.
Seriously, does anybody have any questions or follow up for Mike before I move on? Nope.
Yeah, Josh, Councilman Haggerty.
Yeah.
Mike told me the Eagles were going to win this week.
Oh man, you never trust a season ticket holder.
Nobody who suffers from delusions will ever admit it. Let's get Mayor Capadas out of here. You got a couple of
official. All right, we'll move on to new business. Resolution Bellmawr Redevelopment Agency 090:035-20, authorizing payment of outstanding bills. If going through the bill list, if it does look a little robust, keep in mind that it does encompass going back to somebody missed August, so going back to July of the last meeting, plus over the summer a flurry of the professional service bills came in, billing for the leading up to the redevelopment agreement review. So with that, if I just need a motion when anyone's ready.
Motion, Steve Haggerty.
I seconded Anil Patel.
Well, thank you, Anil, for being financial. We'll do a hard roll call. Vice Chair Gargoza,
Yes.
Commissioner DeAngelis,
Yes.
Commissioner Claus,
Yes.
Commissioner Haggerty,
Yes.
Commissioner Patel.
Yes.
All right, that concludes new business. Brings us to the public portion. All the numbers that I recognize on the line appear to be that of us. So I will give it a good 5 to 10 seconds. If there's anybody from the public that is on the line and would like to chime in, now is the time. Okay, well, hearing nothing and seeing nothing on the portal, we can close the public portion, and that brings us to an adjournment. Just need a motion.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting. Anil Patel.
Thank you, Neil.
Second, Steve Haggerty.
All right, thank you, Haggerty. All in favor, signify by saying
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
And that's the meeting, gentlemen. Thank you.
Good
Good night,
job.
everybody.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Take
Thank
care.
you all.
Thank you.
Guys.
Bye. Thanks.